Well, hello. Today is Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day. Every once in a while, I like to share my comments. I've already answered them on the tablet. I've already answered them, but I'd like to share them with you because sometimes I think a lot of the things that you guys say, other people can share. And I like to give you like little shout outs. So if you hear your name or if you hear somebody that you think has given me some pretty good advice, although all of you have given me some really good advice, check out and see if they have a channel. Because I'm sure that there's going to be so many of you out there that are not going to have ever heard of any of these people. So two people that have told me right off the bat that they're still struggling is Patty M. and Janice W. It's a daily process. We're all going to struggle. I know. Carol Evans told me that maybe I should change up my meals. I think so too. I really do. I think I'm just kind of getting in a rut and eating the same things all the time. Sunshine Childers said she's having problems with her holiday eating because she's eating her Valentine's candy. I did the same thing with the ding dongs. I'm embarrassed and ashamed to admit it, but I'm sure that there's other closet food junkies like me, that when we were shopping yesterday, I did buy a box of ding dongs, and through the whole course of the day, I ate 4 of them, and 2 of them is 17 points. So that was 34 points just for that. So it's an embarrassment to admit, but you know, like, it's like when you go to an Alcoholics Anonymous meeting, you say, hello, my name is Sandy, I'm an alcoholic. Hello, I'm Sandy, I'm a binge eater at times. Joan Johnson suggests that maybe I go to a midweek meeting. That's a good idea. I really do think I should do that because it's not that far from my house, so I could do that. Barbara Bask said I should try a week of not tracking. Funny you should mention that, Barbara, because I was really thinking of next week just eating and not tracking, just to kind of see if I'm just worried too much about it. I'm going to take some time to think about it. I know I'm going to have a gain on Saturday, so I'm going to make my decision before Saturday because I know I'm going to have a gain on Saturday. I've already got my mind set ready for that. So I'm not going to let that be part of my judgment of how I'm going to make that decision. Sue W. and Cindy Gerke tells me that my family appreciates my success. They tell me all the time. When they see me, they go, oh my gosh, you look so good. You're losing so much weight. You're looking really good. And they don't tempt me, which is good. Like they don't say, oh, let's go for ice cream, or, you know, why don't we have this, or why don't we have that? They're very supportive. Kitty Casey said, we have to fight the good fight and always be there. I agree. We're here for each other, and a lot of you probably don't have channels, but I think a lot of times, no matter what channel you watch, you should read the comments in below on all of the channels that you watch, because I find that when I go to other people's channels, I read their comments too, because I take away from that too, because sometimes somebody might say something that you might not have thought of, and then you go, oh my gosh, that's a good idea. For a family, number 4, a family, tells me I should stick with my fruit if it works. I know you guys all mean well, and you all tell me I eat too much fruit, and I do eat a lot of fruit, but I really don't think the fruit is my problem, because when I first started on Weight Watchers, I ate even more fruit, if that's even possible, even more fruit than I eat now, and I was consistently losing. I'm very fortunate that my body tolerates the fruit and doesn't turn it into fat. When I go crazy, it's when I'm eating too much processed meat, too much cheese, too many carbs, too much bacon. You know, I know where my problem lies, and I really don't think it's the fruit. So I agree with you. Ellen tells me that 2/3 of the people are overweight. I was surprised. I thought it would be more like 3/4. Although 2/3 is more, isn't it? I think 2/3, 3/4. I think 3/4 is more, if there goes my math again. But anyway, that's a lot of people. And she said a lot of times you need to seek counseling. I consider this channel my counseling. I talk to you about my feelings. I get it out there in the open. And a lot of times when I talk about it and say it out loud, and then I think about it, I'm thinking, oh my gosh, Sandy, you're right. But I didn't think of it before it came out of my mouth. And not to be egotistical. I don't mean it like an ego stroking thing or anything like that. I just mean that if you're not talking about it, if you don't have the luxury of having a channel, or you don't go to a Weight Watchers meeting, or you don't attend any kind of a meeting, you don't have that opportunity to express your thoughts. And I'm very fortunate that I can express them. Okay, Lori, here we go. Kira Batsagola. Kirabatsagola tells me we all have our triumphs and we all have our struggles. And that's the whole point of this journey, is like we're going to have ups and downs and ups and downs. And like I said, I'd rather be on a roller coaster, theoretically, not realistically, because you're never going to get me on a roller coaster. But I'd rather be on a roller coaster ride my whole life. I want to share the highs and the lows, because I think it would be pretty boring if you only had highs or you only had lows. I just think that you need that little bit of oomph in your life. MD thinks that maybe my body just needs to adjust. I think it's had more than enough time to adjust, but I understand your thinking on that, and I kind of agree with it. I really do. Diane Stewart said, sometimes we need to get out of our way. Sometimes I do think I'm in my way. I really do. And I really need to work on that a little bit better, and not be so self-sabotaging in my talking to myself, and being so... Talk to myself like I should want people to talk to other people. I would never talk to other people the way I talk to myself. So I need to remember that. Michelle Brickell and Kimberly Anthony said that they think maybe it's the weather. In a part, I do think it's the weather, because I feel trapped in the house. I do feel kind of like stuck in here. But then in the other part of me, I love this weather. I love it. I just wish that it wasn't so icy, because the cold does not stop me from walking. It's the ice. Susan Pink, she's not giving up. I knew you wouldn't, Susan. I just knew you wouldn't. And Nancy Rice is having a difficult month, but it's getting better. She started off the month with a little bit of a gain, but now she's losing. It's still early enough in the year. I made a goal for the whole year. I'm only, 6 weeks into the year. I've got another 46 weeks to go, so I'm not giving up. Barbara Reynolds says it's better to be stuck than gaining. Like I said earlier, I would rather be where I am than back at 310, so I agree with you, Barbara. Betty Parsons said she's also tired. Yeah, it just gets tiring. It really does. But, take a nap. That's my thought. I don't know. Not that that'll help, but, sometimes, I don't know. That's just me. Jenny Dahlen, D-A-H-L-E-N, she said that pretty soon we're both going to have the right mindset. I'm going to have the right mindset. I think I have the pretty good mindset today. I really do. I think I'm doing better. Tamsin Darlin, I sang along with you when she went, help me, Sandy, help me, Sandy, instead of Rhonda. Help me, Rhonda, help me, Rhonda. Help me, Rhonda. Get along with myself. I know that's not the right word. Dana Garza said that she's looking for recipes. On Saturday, I'm doing a collab with Chit Chat Paddywhack, and she's got a whole bunch of other people, and they're going to show different recipes. I do plan on watching that, because I do need to get some new ideas. So check out either Chit Chat Paddywhack's channel or check out my channel, because I'll have a link to all the other channels on Saturday. I'm not sure. I forgot what time it's supposed to be posted, but I'll get it up sometime on Saturday. Stephanie Hatula, H-A-U-T-A-L-A, Hatala, told me not to be so hard on myself. I know, like I said earlier, I would never talk to someone else the way I talk to myself lately. So I have to be better at that. Michelle from Tennessee said she loves my honesty. I try to be very honest. I don't ever want to pretend like this is all, roses and stuff, like, days of wines and roses and everything's all happy and chipper and that. That's just not part of my journey. It might be part of somebody else's journey that they share on YouTube, but it's not my journey. That's just not mine. Susie Louder, Susie with a Y, she also says that she loves my honesty. Like I said, I find that if you're honest, you don't have to remember what you said. I always tell my kids that, when you lie, you have to remember what you said, and then you got to keep track of it. Whereas, did I say this or did I say that? Whereas if you're honest all the time, you're always going to be telling the truth, because you're always going to be saying what you said before. It's not going to change, because it's the honest answer. Susan Moon understands what I'm going through. Like I said, a lot of us are going through this. We all are. Jeremiah Joseph Lee told me to take it one day at a time. That's all you can really do, even with life. Anything in life, you can only take it one day at a time. Judy K. Slowy Sly, she said that she's going to lose her weight in 10-pound increments. That's how I started. I just want, if I could get it, and that's my goal, is always to get into the next set of numbers. And I was just so happy when I got into the 20s. I just got really cocky. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm in the 20s. Look how long I'm in the 20s. This is really kind of cool. And then it all went to hell in a handbasket after that. And I don't know how they just come up with that expression, because I'm not bringing no handbasket. Even when I go to heaven, I don't plan on bringing a handbasket. I think those things will be supplied. Susan _ WW Life, got your channel right again. She's doing it alone now. I'm doing it alone too. Unfortunately, Jim does not eat any fruits or vegetables of any kind. He doesn't eat anything green. He doesn't eat rice. He doesn't eat beans. He's just meat and potatoes. That's it, meat and potatoes. But he never complains. When I try to make something, I have to kind of fix it so that he'll have something to eat, obviously. But the thing is that Jim works afternoons, and so we very rarely share dinners together, because so I'm pretty much cooking for myself. Unstuffing Mary Ann Dunham said she's been off track for a couple weeks too. I've been on it too long off track, but I'm planning on getting back on track really. Well, today. I'm back on track today. I mean, yesterday was a bad day. I was completely off track, but I'm back on track today. Margaret C., like me, likes to watch honest channels. I'll watch people for a while and give them a chance, but then when I can see that, you know, like, I don't know. Some people I get annoyed with, like I'm really following them, I'm really going along with them, and then I'm really getting invested in their channel, and then they kind of fall off the program, and then they stop making videos. And then they're gone for like months, and then they come back, and then the same thing, they only show you how happy they are, and then they struggle again, and then they're gone. I tend to just give them 2 chances. The 3rd chance, I don't go back to their channel. I'll be honest with you, that's how I feel. Ellie Olaf said she's only 8 pounds away, and she's discouraged from her goal. I find that that just by watching videos, I think that people's last 10 pounds are the hardest. And I think it's really the hardest because I'm following on Carrie over at Weight Watchers with Carrie. Corey's, you have to stay, I guess you got to stay within a certain weight for your maintenance period, that you can't lose more than that weight. And so he's really struggling just to stay within that weight, not to lose too much. And who'd have ever thought that you'd want to say that I don't want to lose too much? But I understand what he's saying, but Corey's doing fantastic, so he's just doing great. Yen Oak said she's just trying to maintain until the spring, and then she's going to start again in the spring. I think you got to do whatever works. And like I said, a lot of times just staying the same is as good as a loss, because I'm struggling by staying in the 30s, but I'm also thinking it is a positive is that I've not got back to my 310 pounds that I was, because I don't ever plan on going back there again. If I have to stay at this weight for the rest of my life, I'm content with it. I don't want to be this weight. I'm just saying if that was what was going to happen. I'm never, and I can tell you, I am never going to go back up that high. I'm just never going to do it. I like the fact that I've given myself like 10 pounds either way. So once I hit that 10 pounds, I get deadly serious. And I should do it sooner, but that's when I do really get deadly serious. Jill Kennedy thinks it's the weather. I agree with you, Jill. I think the weather somewhat is it. Brenna Blue is tired of tracking. I am too. I'm thinking of next week, taking a week off, not tracking, just for 1 week, just to see if that works. I know I'm going to have a gain on Saturday, so I want to make this decision before Saturday because I don't want that to influence my decision in any way. Debbie Clark and WV Running Don both said that when the weather gets better, I'll do better. Yeah, I'll be out there walking every day. I don't even care about the weather. I just care about the ice. As soon as the sidewalks are clear, you're going to see me back out there walking. And you know, the bad thing is, and the sad thing is, I said to myself that I was going to join a gym and walk on the treadmill this winter, and then I didn't do that. And I know it's not too late. I can still do it. I understand that. Sleeping blindly yet faithfully just told me to remember that we all have a good and a bad cycle, and I'm just going through a bad one right now. Juanita Perrin said, stay true to yourself. That's my plan. Carmen Piper, get back to what works. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to get back to my 2 meals. I think that worked for me. Christy Fosek, F-O-U-S-E-K, told me that winter is hard. And Michelle Zerber told me spring is almost here. Yes, it's just around the corner. Kathy Johnson admires the northern girls in the cold weather. I admire the southern girls in that heat and humidity. It's like, I can't believe that. Ellen tells me that I'm leaving a legacy for my family. That is my plan. Chit Chat Paddywhack told me that even though we don't like to think of it as a diet, it really is a diet. A diet is anything that you're eating, which is true. And I just have to get to the mindset that this is not a poor me diet, it's a healthy me diet. Lisa Vickroy said she needs to stop thinking of food and think of the things that we enjoy. And I enjoy doing these vlogs. I really do enjoy doing these videos. And so I'm just glad that you guys put up with me. Terry Living WW said, I'll get that gung-ho feeling back real soon. I think so too. I really do. Karen Bradford told me to hit the reset and to know that I'm loved. I like hearing that. Thank you. You know, every human being on earth likes to know that they're loved. Marlene Johnson said to try new menus with Jim. As I pointed out, Jim doesn't eat hardly anything healthy. So I just have to know that I can do it even by myself. Imar5D said this is her reset month. This is my reset day. I'm going to do that today. Judy Wallner said her doctor gave her a stern talk, and so now she's back on track. Missy over at Patriots Farm said today is a new day. I so agree. This is my new day. WW with Annie White said we both need to work harder to get our walks in. There's ways I can get my walks in. I've just been too lazy to even do it. And I agree with you, Annie. A Divine Vegan Journey Girl tells me that everyone can relate to my struggles. I love your channel, Cassandra, because I like that they're really short, and I don't mean because I know mine are way too long, but hers are like 2, 3, 4 minutes, and she packs so much knowledge in that 2, 3, 4 minutes that it's like, oh my gosh, I'm thinking the exact same thing, but you said it so much more eloquently. So you should check out her channel. On my daily vlog, I'll have a link to her channel because I talked about her on my daily vlog this morning. Lainey's Life told me that I should go back to 3 meals. No, I think I should go back to 2 meals because that's what worked for me. And Sharon Heffron, she started it off with, please don't take this as criticism. Oh my gosh. You guys, I don't ever take it as criticism. I take it as support and encouragement and emotional support and everything that I need. And I agree with you that she tells me that the problem I'm probably having is the fact that my family's not following along with me. And that is a major issue. It really is. But it's not enough to keep me from reaching my goal and just proving to myself and to everyone around me that it can be done even if no one wants to follow along with the program. I get lots and tons of support and encouragement from my family, but they just don't want to follow it. And you, like I've always said, you got to want to do it yourself. And if you don't want to do it yourself, nobody's going to do it for you. So once again, if I missed anybody in their comments, I'll check my comments out later on yesterday's video, and I'll try to add you either tomorrow or in my daily vlog today, because I so appreciate it, and I love doing these shout outs and letting everybody know that we're all struggling and we're all here for support and encouragement, and that's the whole point of this channel. So give this video a like, leave a comment, please subscribe if you're new to my channel. I just love having all the encouragement that I have from everybody out there, and share it if you think somebody might like to see it. So hopefully you don't mind I said your name, because I like to say my name, say my name. Okay, I'll talk to you later.
Oh, I'm here again. Can't get rid of me. Like a bad disease. Just sticks around. I wore this shirt today. I've got your back, because I thought I'd talk about friends. I have lots of friends in my life. I hope all of you consider me a friend, because I consider you a friend.